Joining us now, the featured entertainer at the White House Correspondents Dinner, who was part of the story, Mentalist, good friend of the show, Oz Pearlman. He was standing beside President Trump in the middle of part of his act when gunfire exploded. Oz, welcome. Thanks for the time. As we see this video, could you tell me what was happening, what you were doing with the president?
Yes, I was with the president and the first lady. I was kind of warming them up before my big show for everybody on TV. And the press secretary was there who's pregnant and expecting. And she actually asked me, can you guess the name of my daughter that I'm having next week? And this is the point where I kind of guess how many letters. If you watch the reveal, I write down the name. The first lady sees it. Weijia Jiang sees it from CBS News. The president sees it. Right when I turn it around, the timing is just insane because you see them reacting to my trick where they go, oh, but then we also hear the commotion out in the room where we're on the dais, so we're a little bit elevated at the head table, and we see a ton of different SWAT, tactical, and Secret Service members running into the room, guns drawn, and noticing that right away this is not the normal type of maybe a tray was dropped, or maybe somebody's having a medical condition, feeling faint of breath, falling, a heart attack, something of that sort that you see at events this large. This is something nefarious and dangerous, and you feel the hairs on your neck starting to lift. And if you watch the video, it's surreal that this was 24 hours ago, I'm watching and we're understanding, and there's one other person next to me who goes down first. I instinctively see this, and I don't think shooter. I'm telling you this just as the way that they were coming in. It didn't look like they were coming to shoot someone or watch for someone who was holding a gun. To me, it appeared as if they were trying to stop someone. And so I thought a bomb was about to go off. That's just, I'm telling you what happened in my mind. And so I just dropped down. So I get on all fours and drop down because I'm bracing for what I thought would be an explosion. I see at this point next to me, the president, the Secret Service grab him, and they're trying to get him to go down, and he's going down, and then they kind of more aggressively get on top of him and bring him down. And the most surreal moments potentially of my life are when President Trump goes down about a foot away from me, and we are side to side staring into each other's eyes from a foot away, looking at each other, and the thought that crosses my mind right then is, oh no, I hope we're not about to die. And adrenaline is just coursing through me because I said to myself, there's no way the Secret Service is forcing the president down for a fire drill or a maybe. And then right at that moment, if you listen in the video, is when I believe we start hearing the shots because it's loud and it's distant, but in the room it's so big, you don't know if it's in the room or outside the room. Later I found out it was outside. I did not know that. I don't believe most of the people in the room knew where the shots were coming from. We have eye contact for what was 2 seconds based on the video, but felt stretched out. And then I see him get back up, kind of pivot out as they bring him out of the room. Me and two of the other people at the dais, we all met backstage. We know each other. I just said, are they still shooting? Like, we didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if the president had been hit. I did not see Melania, the first lady, so I didn't know where she was. All of this happens very fast. It's like, it's very sudden, and the adrenaline dump in your body is very unlike when you see things in the movie. It's sudden and intense. We decided to just army crawl. The first one of us went out, and we just crawled out of the room. And when we felt out of the danger zone, I would describe it as I ran the rest of the way through the tunnel because, again, I'm hoping there's not an active shooter still. When we got back there, I would describe it as kind of controlled chaos. There's guns everywhere. Secret Service is everywhere. I felt safe. I was looking for blood around and asked other people because none of us knew if POTUS or the First Lady had been hit. Nobody really knew what had happened at that point. And I was worried about my wife because she was out in the audience to watch my show. And no phones worked either because everyone was jamming up the system at the same time, trying to call, trying to text, I'm okay, are you okay? It was crazy. It was honestly a crazy 5 minutes.
So when you looked at the president, was you looking at a guy that was calm, and what was do you think he saw in you?
So I would love to, when I speak to him again, see what he saw, because honestly, I think I was much more scared than he was. He's been through this before. I have never been through this. I don't think you ever get used to a stranger shooting at you and wanting to kill you. But, I mean, he has been through it. He knows the training protocols. I believe that he was very calm and composed. We did not talk or speak at that moment. I think from what I watched, if you looked at him, he had been taken down what I would describe as pretty strongly, and I think that's the speed. God bless the Secret Service and the D.C. police, because this story could be very, very different today if they had not acted fast. God forbid something happened to the president. I might not have come home to New York City and be hugging and kissing all my kids. So I want to salute them, because they put their lives in danger. They would have taken a bullet for the president. I commend them. I think he was calm and composed. When I see him, I'm honest, I don't know what he was thinking, because we didn't exchange. I just saw his look with people smushing him, and protecting the leader of our country.
Oz, thanks so much. I mean, I've read some of your comments, but this is the first time we're seeing you recount it, and you did it so vividly. I hope in 30 days you get a chance to perform for everyone, because you are truly amazing. Thank goodness you're okay.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.